Hey guys, Mysterious Man Toby coming at you with another guide, and this one is on Mitsuki. Mitsuki's a pretty interesting character. Let's just get into the overview, shall we? Mitsuki is a character that benefits the most up close and especially at the mid-range due to the way his hitboxes and his combos expand around this point specifically. He has decent pressure, average cancels, and a slightly above average moveset due to inconsistent back hits. A back hit is when you are behind the opponent and in an attempt to attack the opponent, you get hit. So, for instance, you sub behind the person using Mitsuki, you try to dash in, you get hit by one of his hitboxes, even though he was facing the other way. This is just one of the many good things about Mitsuki. But without further delay, let's get into the guide, shall we? Looking at Mitsuki's combos specifically, out of all of Mitsuki's combos, his up combo has the most options. His up combo can be cancelled here into an ultimate, grab if buffered, buffering, which is the act of simply inputting an attack while doing an attack. It's a little weird, and if you have some problems with this, I can explain further in the comment section to some of you who still aren't getting it. His jutsu wind waves, and you can even infinite off this as well. Just be wary that this is one of the hardest infinites in the game to hit, so it's going to be tough. And if it's hard for you to do any of these cancels normally, you can cancel into an up item and follow up with everything else you could normally. So this is just really good if you just aren't that efficient at doing a lot of these cancels. You can still get them by using the up item. His neutral combo is just simply good for causing strike backs, and his down combo isn't too good outside the fact that you can use it to end a combo in a position that keeps your opponent close to you while also being in a good position. Although it isn't too optimal, you can counter here in the down combo, but due to the amount of stun from using the counter, you will not be able to do anything until it's too late, leaving this as just a way to end a combo, leaving the opponent close to you and causing them to lose chakra. So essentially what the down combo does, you can do it with this at the cost of your chakra, but it's just a little bit of flair. Maybe you Mitsuki mains can find better reason to use this as opposed to the down combo. His air combo is just a standard air combo, and honestly there's nothing special here. Now that we know what we can get off of hitting the opponent, let's look at what's optimal on guard. On guard, Mitsuki's up combo is the best. It extends past his 5th string and ultimately does the most damage on guard, putting it in yellow, and with a dash cancel, it puts it on red, which is good for doing pressure. The neutral and down combo do not extend past his 5th string, so it's not really that optimal to do these on guard. Mitsuki's tilt. It has good range, and if spaced around this distance, it can be pretty safe since he has to stretch out his arms to a certain distance before the hitbox is actually active. Speaking of safe, since it forces you to either start a combo or endure lag, you can simply start a combo and counter at the very beginning frame. This could very well save you from getting punished, and it adds a little bit more safety to his move. Upon hitting his tilt, it will combo directly into his combos by default. This means that he could tilt into an up combo and even infinite on hit. Some other interesting things is that if timed properly, he can combo his tilt into a tilt for an infinite, which is simply good because if your opponent subs, since you combo into your combo by default, you could hit them if they try to sub and hit you. You could also counter, so this is just another good situation for Mitsuki off his tilts. And then some other interesting things is that if timed properly, he can also do his air combo. So just another way, just another option of that his tilt gives him in this scenario. Mitsuki's grab is really good as well. Mitsuki's grab has range coat with the fact of it being pretty fast. You can see how fast his grab really is by the fact that it almost combos off of a dash, and as you can see, a dash has pretty low stun, meaning if you space it properly, you can catch people off guard in various situations due to the range and speed. Mitsuki's jutsu wind waves isn't too great by himself due to its lack of tracking, but if you are able to land the jutsu on hit, its damage is pretty good and it can cause a strike back. On guard, it also does really good chip. I recommend using support to hold the opponent down or using a mix of leader switch to take full effect of wind waves on block or simply deal a good amount of damage on hit. His ultimate is honestly outside of range. Mitsuki's ultimate has no other special properties like invincibility, so that's a little saddening, but nonetheless it can still be pretty good in certain instances. Mitsuki's awakening is one of the better awakenings in the game, but still a little lackluster. He gains 2 awakening actions, Paper Bomb combo, which does good damage and knocks the opponent back for space. It also spreads pretty well, which allows you to trap opponents. The other being Whip Ferocious Snake. It's good for pressuring the guard, but also knocks the opponent back on hit for space as well. It's good to know that he can dash cancel out of both of his awakening actions, and that Ferocious Snake pushes the opponent back far enough to the point of where it is pretty safe, leaving the option of not having to use chakra because it pushes the opponent back enough to keep him safe. He can also do things with the awakening actions in addition to what he can already do, such as cancel out of tilts and whatnot into the awakening actions, which adds more options to his toolkit. Still, I would say that his awakening is good for dealing a decent amount of damage, but I wouldn't count on it closing out games or really putting you back in a game. It'll more than likely further the lead you have if you use it when you have a lead, and when you're losing it will help in that it will allow you to take away some health and kind of put yourself in a better situation. But don't be surprised when you still have to work for it and the awakening doesn't give you the game like some other awakenings do, meaning that his comeback factor is moderate. I would rate this awakening overall a 6, just above average. The game plan of Mitsuki's awakening is, in addition to what he can already do, he gains 2 awakening actions that help him get in and pressure. This is largely due to the fact that his tilt has really good range, and of course you can cancel your awakening actions off of tilt, meaning that if I tilt, I can simply cancel that tilt into an awakening action. This is a good way of cornering your opponent and forcing them to deal with an awakening action. His game plan is pretty basic, so outside of using the awakening actions, well, there isn't too much different. So basically everything that I've said that you can do in the guide, his up combo infinite, things like that, the tilt adds, or the awakening actions add to that. It's also nice to know that down combo becomes a little better simply because you can cancel into an awakening action at this point right here. And again, like I said, in addition to that, there is nothing else. It's just literally a damage boost. He can do what he did before entering awakening, and then literally the awakening actions just add icing on the cake. It still is a pretty decent awakening overall though. Mitsuki. Mitsuki was honestly one of the characters that I was really hyped to play, and I still do like playing him a lot. He has a lot of really good things going for him. For instance, the tilt is pretty good when you actually know how to use it. Now, of course, until you get to that point, it's going to be annoying because you're going to get hit and beat out by some things, but it'll get better as you get better with Mitsuki. His awakening has helped me get back into games and further my leads, as I explained to you guys earlier, but it's never really quite allowed me to close out a game unless they were pretty much dead anyway. His cancels are pretty fun to do. His pressure is pretty good. All the things about Mitsuki are just simply fun, and I'd say CC2 did a pretty good job on him for, you know, what they had to work with. Ultimately, this character is a character where if you don't really learn his cancels or anything like that, you're going to lose to a lot of people who kind of mindlessly mash and whatnot. But if you actually put time into, you know, getting the cancels right and playing the character a lot of the way I proposed in this guide, and actually using a lot of the things that I put in the guide, for instance, maximizing things off of tilt and stuff like that, you will see success with Mitsuki, and you will beat people who just choose characters because they're good. Mitsuki is honestly good enough to deal with any character in the game, cope with the patch and, you know, things like that. He still is a good enough character to deal with the characters in this game, especially if you know what you're doing with them. Overall, I enjoyed making this guide with Mitsuki, and of course the other characters are coming. Just be patient, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment to discuss some of the things you like about Mitsuki, and overall, if you main Mitsuki, share your love for Mitsuki in the comments section. On top of that, subscribe for more because I will be doing more guides in general, as well as other Naruto content, and even a few games that aren't Naruto. So there's that to look forward to. Thank you guys for watching. This is Mysterious Man Toby signing off.
It's not the eye here. It's not the eye.
The victor has been decided.
Can't be.